Good afternoon. I'm Eric Jones, Chief of Police for the Stockton Police Department. With me is Sergeant Bill Hutto, Sergeant Catherine Nance of the Police Officers Association, as well as City of Stockton's City Manager Kurt Wilson, and a member of my command staff, Deputy Chief Trevor Womack, who all with me today share in the grief of our lost officer. The most difficult thing for a police chief to go through and for an entire department to go through is to lose one of their officers. And that, most unfortunately, is what happened today. We definitely lost one of Stockton's finest. It's with great sadness that I have to report that one of my officers, our officer, Scott Hewell, passed away today, June 11th, because of an in the line of duty incident that occurred on May 28th of 2014. Scott was a great police officer, enthusiastic and positive, and this is a big hit to our department to lose him, and it's a big hit to our whole city. The death of Officer Hewell was a result of a traffic accident where he and his partner were responding on duty to an emergency incident, which was a shooting. The vehicle accident itself occurred on Wednesday, May 28th. Early that morning of May 28th, at about 2 a.m., a driver of a vehicle shot at occupants of another vehicle near the intersection of West Lane and March Lane here in Stockton. The victim's vehicle was struck by gunfire. Officers responded to that shooting incident and were able to perform a high-risk traffic stop on the suspect's vehicle. As officers were initiating the traffic stop, a 2-officer patrol unit, of which Scott Hewell was a passenger, was responding to assist when they left the roadway and traveled into the center median in the area of El Dorado Street and Jamestown Street. The patrol vehicle struck a tree, and as a result of the impact, the officers had to be extracted from the vehicle by firefighters. Both officers were transported to a local area hospital for treatment. For that original shooting incident, officers ended up arresting Jimmy Lee Turner, a 32-year-old man, for assault with a deadly weapon and weapons charges. Officers also located the firearm that was used in that shooting. As a result of the traffic collision, Officer Hewell and his partner were both taken to a local hospital. Officer Hewell sustained serious injuries from the collision, requiring surgery. Following surgery, he was in critical but stable condition in the intensive care unit for several days. He was released from the hospital on Friday, June 6th, to recover. But this morning, June 11th, Officer Hewell was rushed by ambulance to UC Davis Hospital emergency room, and he was later pronounced deceased. The exact cause of his death is not yet known. I want to talk a little bit about Scott. On September 4th, 2012, Officer Scott Hewell joined the police department as a police officer. I swore him in as a police officer on that day. Scott had graduated from the Sacramento Police Department Basic Academy on June 14th of 2012. Prior to coming to the Stockton Police Department, Scott Hewell graduated from San Francisco State University. Officer Hewell was a family man who cared deeply about his girlfriend. Scott is going to be missed by the entire police department, and as you can imagine, we are in the process of grieving, and we will be focusing on helping each other out to get through this tough time, and we will get through this tough time. We all must remember that Scott has given the ultimate sacrifice in protecting our community and being a law enforcement officer. Police work is a dangerous job, and Officer Hewell lost his life in the line of duty in the course of protecting the community. As in this case, responding to a shots fired call. There are inherent dangers in law enforcement when we are protecting and serving our city. We grieve deeply as a police department. We're supporting one another to get through this, and again, we will get through this. Supporting one another and having strength in one another is how we will get through this, and we will remain on our mission to provide public safety for our community in the city of Stockton.